Now have a look at this, a dramatic rescue in the middle of the Atlantic. Oh, this was a rower forced to pull out of a transatlantic race last year. 2 members of the 4-man team withdrew. Nevertheless, the remaining 2 carried on, finished the race together, and did pretty well, actually. One of those was Jason Caldwell, who is about to set off again, along with teammates Angus Collins, who actually won last year, Matt Brown and Alex Simpson. They joined us live from La Gomera in the Canary Islands. Good morning, gents, to all of you. Jason, I've got to ask you first and foremost, why did you want to do this again after what happened last year?
A little bit of unfinished business, I guess you could say. Felt that we were, as an individual, I was prepared enough to have a better crossing than we did, but the ocean had other plans for us. We did finish. I'm proud of what we did with my teammate Tom, but in the end, it gnawed at me that I wasn't able to have the crossing that I really wanted. So here I am back.
And teaming up with, amongst others, Angus. Of course, in Angus, you came in first last time. I mean, you've got a lot to live up to.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure, but it's a new race, new team, so we've got new plans, and looking forward to seeing if we can recreate what we did last year and hopefully come in top of the fleet.
Guys, there's a question for any of you, really. I mean, what is the biggest challenge as you look ahead? Is it the sort of sleeping patterns that you're going to have to adopt, or is it the sort of unpredictability of whatever the sea might be throwing at you, or indeed the seasickness?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for us is the unknown of when we set off. We've done everything we can in the UK and the US to mentally and physically prepare. The boat is ready, we are ready, and we're final bits to be done. But the ocean can throw anything at you when you're out there. And yes, you've got a lot to think about: sleep deprivation, eating, maintaining the boat. So there's a lot to think about, but the ocean has plans for us, and we're yet to know what those really are. And that's the biggest anxiety I think we have.
Oh, I'll tell you what, all 4 of you look like cool customers, I have to say. How do you look at Matt? He's not even flinching. Not flinching, Matt, are you at all there? How are you going to cope? How are you going to cope, Matt, with spending the amount of time you'll have to in such close contact with your teammates?
I think the key is just to break it up into its smaller constituent parts. Just take it step by step. Take it one stroke at a time, one session at a time. Yeah, there's going to be times when you feel like you've reached your limit, but then you just take one more stroke and you keep on pushing on, and hopefully when you're at those times when you're at your lowest, your teammates are feeling good and are ready to pick you up.
And Jason, when we talk about the physical training that's involved, how much preparation in terms of bulking up has been going on? Because I know that a lot of you are going to look very different at the end of this.
Yeah, if you saw a picture of me when I finished, I don't look anything like I did then now. But I lost about 40 pounds. Not exactly sure what that is in kilos, but it's a lot. So this year I focused a little bit less on rowing, because we all have a pretty big rowing pedigree and history, and more about just putting good muscle mass on. You lose the fat within the first week or so because of the stress and just getting into a pattern of eating and having the seasickness. But it's the lean muscle mass, the slow burning fuel that requires you to get along the other 80% of the race. So it was all about building up that lean muscle mass.
Any special treats lined up for Christmas Day?
Come on, Alex, tell us what your mom brought us.
Well, my mum's actually brought us individual gifts, and looking forward to opening this up on Christmas Day. We don't know what's in there yet, so
very excited.
I imagine something to eat. You know, it's a nice treat to have a sweet or a can of Coke, or something that we might not take with us. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, how much do you love your mum, Alex? She sounds fantastic.
She's the best.
Yeah, she was out here last week. She was here helping us pack the boat and really helping out. So she's got a real part to play in this row as well. So yeah, she's done a good job.
Final thought: how do you plan in terms of weather and forecasting for something of this length? Do you have any idea what the conditions are going to be like?
Well, I'll take that first part and you can say the second part. No, you can do, technology has given us the chance to forecast, but it's only just that. It's just a forecast and it's an estimate. In the end, you're going to have to deal with the punches that are thrown at you. We've got a great land manager, Tom, who rode and finished the race with me last year. We'll be in constant contact with him throughout the race via our sat phones. He'll be able to give us a little bit more of a localized idea of what's going on where we're at. Talisker Whisky Atlantic campaigns in general are very well organized with great duty officers that are allowing us to reach out to them if we've got any problems.
We're also working with Inmarsat, so we can actually download weather forecasts while we're on the boat, which to a certain extent is very, very useful. But we're also a very slow boat in a big ocean, so if we can see a storm, all it really means is that we can prepare for that storm rather than avoid it, unlike some of the cruise ships and sailing boats out there. But hopefully using that kind of technology, we'll be able to be more prepared than the other teams out there with regards to the weather.
Yeah, well, look, best of luck to you, gents,
Yes,
and
good
stay
luck.
safe. I hope it is a safe and very successful crossing. Great to talk to you.
Have a good Christmas, guys.
Thanks. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Oh,
America.
well, look, Isabel will have a weather forecast for us a bit closer to home in just a moment. First, let's get a quick check on the sports headlines.